So it's mail time again today, and I'm talking why it takes so freaking long to do a review and why it's different from a unboxing. I just received a package today, so it took all of my willpower not to open it with you guys. But we're not just going to do mail time because mail times are pretty boring and I don't want to make you guys jealous of the free stuff that I get. I'm going to talk about reviews as well. Why it takes so freaking long to do a review, why it's different from a unboxing, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be an interesting one. So, if you live in South Africa, you know that, well, live in South Africa, and if you're part of the EDC community, you know that this is from Torch SA. So, it's always great. It always feels like Christmas. So let's start off with the mail time. So if you're here for that, then let's get that out of the way. If you don't want to hear me rambling on about reviews and why it takes so freaking long. So this is my Fox Now's darts. Always disappears because it's black, and behind or in front of a dark background, it always disappears, which I do like. But enough of that. So this is from Torch SA as stated, and this is my very first Woburn flashlight. So if you follow this channel, you know that I did a video on a Woburn sale that Torch SA did, and I actually didn't know Woburn, and Henry was so nice to send me Woburn, actually a Woburn flashlight, so I could really test it out and have an educated opinion about these flashlights and the quality. So this is actually not really a flashlight, well, sort of a flashlight. It's more of a camping light, which is quite cool. Feels nice and solid. So this is a light, and it's also a battery bank as well. Oh yeah, looks cool. So this little compact light has 500 lumens, goes for 1,300 Rand from Torch SA. And the cool thing is that it has a few different lighting modes. So it has a normal neutral light, it has cool light, and then warm light as well, which is cool for YouTube videos. So if you want different lighting, then this is going to be absolutely awesome for that. So I might just pull this in for maybe a filler light somewhere, and then yeah, maybe camping, probably. Now let's get to the review part. I do have a few goodies here just as reference. But why do I take so long with reviews? And I take long with different types of gear. So you do get different types of gear. You do get like the everyday carry type of gear, like the Trustfire MC3 that's in my pocket today. Absolutely brilliant light, and I always give it some abuse. So if you have an everyday carry light, you've got the whole day to play with it. You've got the whole day to abuse it. So, you know, if I do get bored, I just toss it around, maybe take a video. If it's raining, I'm definitely going to toss it into the water, just to make sure that it is still waterproof. So the thing about that is, like this T11R that I did a test with, interesting to note, that I put it under such hectic abuse that I dented the battery pole there. So that little contactor, I dented it. So I sent it to Henry, asked him what could cause this, and he said a hectic impact. So I'm sure it wasn't just one impact, because I impacted it a couple of times, mainly throwing it around like that, and then also bashing it against planks, as you saw on my review. So the thing about footage, especially for videos, is that it doesn't always come out perfect the first times. You have to do it a couple of times to get the shot that you want. So maybe I need to do a counter about how many times I actually had to drop it or bash it just to get the footage that I want. So reviews like that go a lot faster than maybe things like a review on this. This is Emerald 13,000 lumens MS03. So this is an absolutely beast of a flashlight. But how much can you actually use a 13,000 lumen flashlight? It's too big to everyday carry, but it's still absolutely brilliant to use. So I use this on patrol for the neighborhood watch, so it works well for that. But my exposure to this gear is going to be very limited, the same as the Velva Flame, the in-house brand from Torch SA. This is the own brand, own design, absolutely brilliant little camp light, works awesome. But the thing is that I haven't done a review on any of those yet because of limited exposure. I don't want to have a review out there that's not honest and not an educated opinion. I want to be honest with you guys, because if something's on the internet, it's forever. So if you come back to me, if you just bought it and you say, well, it worked well for the first week, after that it was shitty, sorry, excuse the language, then that's going to be my name in tatters. So I can't imagine, or I can't really understand how guys can do a review within a week. If you get a new piece of gear, the first day it's always great, absolutely fine. First week, always fine. The first month, then you usually start seeing problems. So usually with all my reviews, I wait at least a month of proper use. If it's something like these that I use less, then I can't really have an educated opinion about that. Let's relate this to firearms. This is a 38 Special Rossi. Firearm is safe and clear. This is a little Rossi. Most of the households in South Africa probably has a Rossi either in the family, or someone's dad has a Rossi in their safe. So what I hear often is, I trust my life on this little 38 Special Rossi. I've had it for 25 or I've had it for 30 years. So I say, absolutely awesome. How many shots do you have through it? And then they go, yeah, I haven't shot it for like 15 years. Do you still trust this with your life? I wouldn't. I've had this for probably like around 6 years. I've got about, let's say, 500 rounds through this. So I'm not confident with this at all. So that's why I prefer my little Glock. I've had this for 2.5 years. I've got about 2,500 to 3,000 rounds through this. Do I trust my life with this? Definitely do. There's a big difference between actual usage hours and then just having something for years. So if you just have something staying still, of course it's going to have a good reputation because it's not doing anything. It doesn't need to perform up until a certain standard. If you're using something and actually seeing where the failure points are, then that's going to be a good test and actually educated opinion if you recommend it to someone. Things like the Southwest holster that I've been using now for just over 2 months. This is something that I can't really toss it around. So the thing about flashlights, while we throw it around, is this is to simulate accidental droppages. No one is going to drop it on purpose. This is to simulate the amount of drops probably that you're going to have within a year or even more than that. So it's difficult to test something like this. You really have to carry it. You really have to feel it move. You have to draw from it. You have to see if the clips keep on working in your belts and that the clips don't break. I'm actually wrapping up a test on this, so this should be a good one. So that's the reason why some reviews take longer than others and why I don't like unboxing reviews. Unboxing reviews, that's just going to be basically a initial impressions kind of review, and that's not fair. It's not fair for you guys as the consumers, and it's not fair for me either. I'm putting out content that I don't feel is quality for you guys. I always want to add quality to your experience. Everyone has limited resources, limited time. I don't want to waste your time and then recommend something that I shouldn't have. More feedback on this solid little Woburn camping light. If I do go camping sometime, let's try it. Anyway, yeah, I laugh because my whole family loves camping. Me, not so much. Yeah, I like hunting, but I like staying in a chalet afterwards. But anyway, oh, that sounds bad. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And then why I take longer with some reviews than others. I know some people see the mail time or see the unboxing part that I did just now, and then I can't wait for the review, and then basically they forget that I still have it, I think, what you say, Southwest Holsters. Almost forget that they send me something, but I am busy with a couple of reviews. I do testing on various products at the same time, just to get that experience and then time on hand with those products. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little insightful look at the workings of Quintinson Gun Guy. But good to see you guys again, and then reviews should be dropping soon of the Southwest Holster. But I'll see you guys later. Cheers.